Now, guys, as usual, let's try to solve lead code question. It's day 6, I guess, or maybe day 7, I don't know. Okay, so let's look at the question. Today's question title is Pascal's Triangle 2. Yesterday we did Pascal's Triangle, and today we are trying to do Pascal Triangle 2. After a few days, we will also try to solve this binary source tree one, which we did yesterday. Okay, let's read the question. Given an integer row index, return the row index, zero index, row of the Pascal triangle. In Pascal triangle, each number is okay. So it's what does it trying to say? Is it trying to say one, then 1, 3, 3, 1? So return the last nine, 1, 2, 3, 1. If okay, so it means that we need to return the value present inside of the row. Sorry, we need to return the elements present inside of the row whose value is same as that of row index 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So just like uh, before, we need to create an array named array. Uh, Before doing that, let's create a variable named n, which is store row index asterisk row index -1 by 2. So it will give us n minus 1 by 2, right? And we need to create an array named arr whose row and column value is equals to n. Then after that, we need a loop int I equals to 0, I is less than row index I plus plus, and for int j equals to 0, j is less than equals to I, j plus plus. So each time we need to uh, before that I forgot, we need to create a vector which sorry. Okay, so vector int name vect. Okay, yeah, we have created a vector whose data type is vector, whose data type is integer. So it's a 2D vector or 2D array in a sense. After that, we need to create yet another vector of type int name temporary, right? So we need to check if I is equals, sorry, j is equals to 0, or j is equals to I. If these conditions are met, then the value in array ij should be equals to 1. And let us assign the same value mm, to vector name team2. So it will be 0, 1, 2, n, but right, and we need a else statement, uh, which is for those situations where the given condition above is false. In such case, we use this formula, which I already mentioned yesterday. So it's not a problem on this j minus 1. Already done the mention, so it should be j. Okay, so let's assign the same value to team j. We are reassigning or assigning this value in both array and vector because in order to access the previous value, we need the array will store all the possible value, whereas we require a vector in order to push all these value to this vector as we need to return a vector. Okay, actually I guess we won't need this vector. As I forgot, we don't have to return a whole Pascal triangle. We have to return the mm, only the index which it is asking for. So after doing this, we have to check if the given index is equals to the uh, row index, right? The row index value is used for two different things, right? I guess. Okay, so we have to return the last. We always have to return the last value. Is that right? So if the row index is 0, then this loop won't run it out. So what we actually need to do is we need to do less than equals to row index. So even if row index is 0, then this loop will go. And okay, so we need to always return the last one. As if in I row index is 3, then the loop will go from 0 index to 0, 1, 2, and 3. That's how it is working. So the last index should be written always. So this condition should work. Where then it should return the vector temp. Actually, if I do this, then it will show error as if the condition is true, then only it will return value. So we need to return the vector name temp. What we actually need to do is we need to declare this vector above the loop, and we will use this array to store the value. We will use this array to store the value for of the Pascal triangle, and we need to check it again if sorry yeah, if I index is equals to the last index or the row index, then what we can do is if this condition is only true, then what we can do is we can use temp j equals to error I j. If we do this, then we can assign all the value and we can return it. If this doesn't become true, then I will try to do this question in another way. Okay, so what's the issue? Step buffer overflow on address. So it's buffer overflow now. Index IJ. Does this format doesn't hold? Okay, let's see. Uh, n minus 1 by 2. If the row index value is 3 as given here, then it becomes 3 and n minus 2, which is 2 divided by 2 and n minus 1 by 2. This will be caught and it becomes 3. So the size will be 0, 1, 2. I mean the size will be 3, 3. So the index will go 0, 1 and 2. However, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So index should go to 4. Okay, so what we need to do is n plus 1 should do the job. Okay, so if this is 3, then it will become 4, 4. And similarly, if the index is 4, then or the value of row index is 4, then the desired values is 6, right? Yeah, 3 to the 6. So the it becomes 6, 6. That doesn't make sense. Runtime error. Reference binding to non-type and in line 1 third, then 1 minute only. So what should I do? Last executed input row index equals to 3. Reference binding to non. The error message asking our binding on null pointer of type in likely is first to any so with with dereferencing or referencing on null pointer also. The true problem is that you might be trying to dereference or reference a pointer that points to null pointer in the context of that might happen if you are trying to access an element of a vector using an invalid index or a null pointer. You are generally creating a null pointer. Okay, so we are trying to access the value which is not present inside. So if the value of row index is if the value of row index is 3, then the value we return is 1 3 3 1, right? So if we go like this, then it becomes this is this, and this is this. So accessing the value uh, in terms of index, this is third row. However, in terms of normal row counting, this row should be fourth row, right? So we are creating array n plus 1 n plus 1. Instead of doing this, simply let's create an array of a row index, like sorry, row index plus 1, row index plus 1. If you do this, then if the row index value is 3, then the index will be 4 4. If the row index value is 4, then the value will be 5 5. Right? So if the value is 4, then we need to access this other access value of 4 1, which is 1 4 6 4 and 1. Okay, this will be only drawn. What would that? So, okay, so before doing this question or trying this question again, let's rethink about the whole problem and try to solve it again. I think I am missing some important part of the problem. So the problem is telling us that it will give us a variable with value row index, right? which is an integer number whose value can range from 0 to 33. And the question is telling us to create a Pascal triangle. Uh, so we create a Pascal triangle. 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. This way. And it is telling that um, we need to return a whole row of the Pascal triangle whose index is equals to the value of given row index. If the value of row index is 0, then it means that to return the value of 0th row. If it is telling that the value is 1, then we need to return the value of this one 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this way. So what we need to do is we need to create an array which can store the value, which can store the value present inside of the Pascal triangle or to the desired number given by row index. So if the row index is 1, then we need to create an array of size 1, 1, right? If the row index is if the row index is 0, then this if the row index is 1, then we need an array. Okay, okay, okay. So mm, 2, 2. If this is 2, then we require that of 3, 3, and so on. So if the row index, so the value of row and column of the required array is given by row index plus 1. We create an array whose value or whose the number of row and column is just one unit above the value of row index. After doing this, what we can do is we can create a loop or nested loop which will repeat as less than equals to row index. It means that the loop will go from, if it is telling row index is 3, if it telling that the row index is 3, then the loop should go 0, 1, 2, and 3, which is actually 4 times. So the loop will go from here 0, 1, 2, and 3, which is the 4 times. Now we can return this value, right? Uh, so the loop is also correct, and the loop will go 4 times. And we have uh, so if the value of row index is 3, then our array would be created of size 4, 4. So it can return the value, exactly return the value. So this is correct. For in j equals to 0 and j should be just less than equals to I, right? So if I is 0, then j will also repeat one time. If I is 1, then j will go 0 and 1. If I is 2, then j will go 0, 1, and 2. If I is 3, then j will go 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this becomes correct. And what we could do is, if I, sorry, let's simply proceed with this problem. And if j is equals to I, or j is equals to 0, then assign value array I j equals to 0, so not 0, 1, is array I j should be equals to I minus 1, j minus 1 plus array I minus 1, j. So what we could do is we could create a vector of type int whose name is temp and whose size is equals to uh, the size of row index plus 1 is if the value of row index is 0 then we need to return 1 value, if the value of row index is 1 then we require 2 value, if it is 3 then we require 4 value. So the size should always be equals to row index plus 1 times. And what we could do is if and only if uh, the ith index is equals to the value of row index, then we could assign the value temp j equals to I ij, and the same condition should apply here too. Okay, so after the loop ends, we can simply return the temp as it consists the desired value. J is okay, so I didn't put the increment part in the okay, so it's correct. Let's hope. Okay, that's it for today. Uh, Thank you for watching the video. If anyone is watching, I'll continue to post uh, from tomorrow onwards too. Be sure to like, subscribe if you are watching till now. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.